Ads are really actually rather simple. They're not hard. I had the identity that I was the organic guy. That was one of my biggest issues. Like, I'll just do it organic. I'll just do it organic because I'm the organic guy. You don't need to go viral to close deals. You need good, specific content to close deals.
Are we rich yet?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Are We Rich Yet? My name is Rocio Rojave,
And I'm Colton.
and this show is for business owners who want funnels that convert, offers that make sense, and ads that actually produce results. So basically, how to make money online.
Right. And in each episode, we break down one real strategy you can use to build your predictable revenue without wasting money or chasing shiny objects.
All right, so let's dive into today's episode. So today we're going to talk about why ads feel scary to most founders. So I cannot think of somebody better to talk about this because if you don't know something about Colton, Colton actually started in the organic world and he was the king of that. And then he transitioned into paid advertising. So I'm pretty sure that he also went through that journey of being scared and then going right into it. So Colton, take it away, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah. My transition was expensive, just like everybody else's. I mean, most people, I had the identity that I was the organic guy. That was one of my biggest issues. Like, I'll just do it organic. I'll just do it organic because I'm the organic guy. And I didn't realize how much harder I was working when I was doing organic. And the thing that changed for me was when we saw a presentation called The Pinnacle of Scale. And someone was up there, they were talking, someone that still teaches me, basically the things that I use every day right now to make money. And he's going over how he was able to take companies from 0 to 55 million in 18 months and then sell them. And he was doing this year after year after year in different businesses, and he was selling them. And before this, I didn't even realize you could sell a business. I hadn't even thought of that. And this guy's doing it multiple businesses, multiple niches, doing it predictably. And he's like, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. At this certain level, we're going to do this. Okay. And he has it dialed in. He's sold so many of them. And I remember asking him, I was like, how in the world can you be so predictable? How is this so predictable? How do you know? And he says, I run paid ads. So I can guarantee people are going to see my business. And because I can guarantee people are going to see my business, I just have to understand the numbers after that fact to make sure that it always makes me money. Okay. And that's when I started shifting my beliefs about I'm the organic guy. I was like, you know what? Maybe ads aren't so bad. Maybe there is something good here that I can go try. And then I remember spending my first $1,000 and going back to him and like, hey, look, I spent $1,000. What do I do now? What do I do now? And really, in retrospect, that's my first $1,000. If you know anything about advertising, if your product is $1,000, which mine was, I needed to spend probably 5 grand to see enough results for that $1,000 product. So I really wasn't showing him anything, right? I'm showing somebody that spent $1 million a month in ads. I'm showing him 1,000. I'm like, look at it. Tell me it's pretty. Tell me I did a good job. Please. I was so scared. I went all in. I went all in on this $1,000. Now, at the time, I thought it was, I was doing it. Right. But I mean, we all start there at the first, you spend in your first 1,000, first 2,000, where you get it. But the cool thing is once you understand an actual strategy that works with paid ads, right? Or you have something that people are already buying, offers, right? Ads are really actually rather simple. They're not hard at all. They're not really hard at all. Ads are the easiest part of your entire business, to be honest with you. The hardest part is the funnel, the offer itself, and the copy. Okay, that's hard. Managing a sales team, that's hard. Getting people to see your website, getting people to click on it, getting people to see you 24/7, 365, super easy, and it's super simple. And you can do it with $10 a day. You do not have to spend $100,000 a week or $200,000 a year or whatever. Because most of the time you hear someone talk about ads, you hear big ass numbers. And that's kind of intimidating for everybody. But really, you can start with $10 a day. And if you spent $10 a day for a year, you would outmarket your competitors, whether you're local market, whether you're, someone that's doing yoga in your local town, or if you have an online business, you're still going to outperform everybody. Okay. And, understanding that cycle is good, but most people just don't understand the numbers. So most people don't have a system. We talked about that in another thing. Once you have a system and offer, then ads become really predictable and really steady. And you have to change the offer or to optimize what you're selling. There's still tweaks to be made, but it becomes predictable and really assuring. And it's nice because you, as a business owner, finally have some confidence that you know what you're doing. You understand that you're making money, or what you need to do to switch it up to make more money. Um, so I hope that's a good enough story to understand why I think most people are scared. And when I first started, even I thought $1,000 was a lot when I first started. Um, it's a good place to start, though.
Yeah. No, I will say like, yeah, me, I also felt that same scared of like, um, I don't know how much money is gonna take me to actually be successful, and you hear these numbers of $10,000 and $20,000, and it's like I don't have that money to start running on ads on something that I don't even know if it's gonna sell, right? I think that there's something beautiful that happening in your journey actually, Colton, is because you came from organic. It's not like, hey, it's organic versus paid ads. It's both of them. And the best thing that I learned from you was you actually test the messaging and the video content and the post organically first. And once you have a winner that it actually is having a lot of shares, a lot of likes, a lot of views, then you can convert that video into an ad because now you know that people like it. Now you're putting money behind it. And that's actually is going to help you reduce the cost of that ad because you already know that people like it organically. So it's going to do good on paid advertising. So that was actually a really cool tip that I learned from you because I always thought it was one versus the other. And I never saw it as something together that you need to do to make sure that you reduce your ad spend, right? And reduce your costs. And there's other strategies that pretty we're gonna move into in other episodes of how to reduce costs on ads and all that stuff. But that one is the kind of the most important one and the most basic 101 that everybody can do because everybody should be posting organically in social media. And then just whenever you have a winner, put money behind it. And that way, spending money on ads, it doesn't feel so scary.
Yep. I'm already taking something that worked, something that got me a result. Maybe it gave me a DM. Maybe I could close a sale from it because you can close sales with 200 views. You don't need to go viral to close deals. You need good specific content to close deals. Well, the best part is no, people get upset with organic as well because you're like, this is a great piece of content, but it only gets 200 views. Well, it got 5 comments, and one of those comments actually booked a call. That would be your super high value video for me, and I would run ads to it. And then I would consider, and then from that point on, I will continuously see more and more and more DMs because the ad is doing the work. And what most people do is they'll spend money blindly, and the fact that they spend money, they think money comes back. And there's all of these missing pieces in between that to optimize your messaging, your offer, that if it's not in place, spending money don't mean shit to nobody. So don't do it, just make some videos, get some DMs, and then when you close a deal from one of those DMs, that's your indicator that that's the video that should be turned into an ad. And you can start with $1 a day, people. You don't you don't need 10 grand. Just put $1 a day behind it. And at the end of the year, you've spent $365 on that video and guaranteed to reach thousands and thousands of more people on demand. That's leverage.
Yeah. I think that's the ultimate hack to people that for some reason can go viral, right? Is you're guaranteed that your content is going to be seen because you're putting money behind it. And especially if something work organically, like got, I don't know, 3,000 views, maybe something like that. It doesn't have to be super viral, but if people are sharing it, liking it, they like that messaging, study exactly what did you exactly said on those first 5 seconds of the video and then just use that and then do another video and another video with the same 5 seconds because now you're guaranteed that people are actually going to stay and look at the video, and now you have more videos to run more ads. So I think is a very good combination to do both. Eh, and then spending money on ads, like Colton said, starting with $1, with $5, it's not as scary, and then you start feeling more comfortable on, oh, I can actually grow an audience without hoping for the algorithm to be on my side. Right? And relying that the algorithm doesn't change next month, right? This is the way to guarantee people to see your content, to see your offers, your landing page, wherever you're sending them is put money behind it. And you basically are going to have the same effect of an influencer, because if you don't if you probably have seen one influencer running ads and ads and you always see their face, is because they're putting money behind it. They're actually forcing that they create an audience. And actually, that's the best hack to the organic game.
Yep. That's all I have for today. So that's it for today. If this episode helps you, share it to a friend. If you want someone to take a look at your offers and your funnels to figure out why they're not working the way you want or how to maximize them to get even more results and take you to the next level, go to launchesandconversions.com. You'll see a link there where you can book a call with myself or Rocio, and we'll take a look at it. We see hundreds of funnels and offers almost every day at this point. Okay. So we've seen it at some point or another. So, and the question for today is, are we rich yet? Okay, I'll see you on the next video.
And that's it for today. If this saved you time, money, or frustrations, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. And if you want our help dialing this for your business, just go to launchesandconversions.com, book a call with us, and either Colton and I will look at your stuff and help you get better results. That's where we're going to go deeper. Okay. So see you on the next episode.